Welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. On this video, we are going to talk about one habit that if you implement it can help you gain financial freedom. This one habit can boost your self-esteem. This one habit can relieve a load of stress. This one habit can help you achieve more success in life. And I'll go a little bit more into details in a minute. But if you haven't seen my previous videos, my focus has been on creating a side hustle, on turning your side hustle into turning your passion into a side hustle, and creating more streams of income. If you haven't watched any of my previous videos, I also go over how about 40% of our jobs are estimated to disappear within the next decade or so due to artificial intelligence. You can already see it now in self-checkout stands, self-driving cars that are already coming out. Tesla has a truck that's driving and doing loads all by itself and with just a human supervision, but there's no need for humans to do it. So all these things are right now at their infant stages, but they're obviously going to get better and better as we go along. I share this with you not to scare you, but to keep you aware and to help you expand your mind so that you cannot fall into the trap that a lot of taxi drivers who were ignorant when they saw Uber, Lyft around the corner, they thought it wasn't going to take over their jobs, and guess what? There's almost no taxi drivers anymore. Most of them are Lyft, Uber, or other services. But it's good to be aware, and it's good to prepare yourself for tomorrow because you cannot stop the inevitable. And a lot of jobs will be obsolete. So it's always good to have multiple sources of income. In this video, I wanted to share one habit that, if applied, can actually help you get out of a job. As you all know, the acronym that I use for job, I forgot where I got it from. I think it's Brian Tracy, but sorry if it's not. The acronym is just over broke. Most people, not all the people, I would say about 80% of us, well, I said us right there. I would say about 80% are estimated to have very low savings. About 80% work most of their lives, and when they get to the end and they stop working, there's no more money coming in. As you already know, Social Security is going bankrupt in the near future. I mean, it's already been depleted as we speak, and it's estimated to go bankrupt, so we cannot depend on that in the States. Also, most jobs don't offer pensions anymore, so it's always good to prepare yourself for these things while you can, instead of having them surprise you in the future. So I share this knowledge to prepare you, not to scare you. So this one tip is pretty simple, and I learned it from, this one habit is very simple, and I learned it from a book, The Richest Man in Babylon. If you guys have read the book before, you probably know what I'm talking about. And the main take that I got from The Richest Man in Babylon is saving 10% of your income. Saving 10% of your income and grabbing those savings and working that money for you. Now, this habit might not show up a lot or make a big difference in the first year, depending on how much you make. 10% might not be a lot, but this 10% that you're saving, you can definitely save it for 6 months, 5 months, or a year, and reinvest it on things you can buy and later sell online. Buy them on wholesale and later sell online for extra income. You can make that money work. So this 10%, $100 can easily grow. And if you continue to reinvest the money, again, it might take you guys a little time, but it's a habit that can free you from a job. It's a habit that can actually stack up your savings so that when you get older, you are not struggling and not having any income. Because again, as we discussed, Social Security might not be around for long, and pensions almost no longer exist. So by saving 10% of your income and reinvesting it can definitely give you that freedom. Also, having a good solid nest egg of having a good solid savings, you wouldn't be forced to take any job that's out there. You would not have the financial stress that a lot of people have in life, and it affects their health, their wealth, and a lot of relationships. Financial stress is part of the reason why a lot of couples end up being separating each other. A lot of divorces happen because of financial stress. So having that savings will boost your self-esteem because you don't have to take any job that's available. You can sell yourself a little higher, therefore achieving more and having a better job. It would also build your confidence to know that if you're at a job and you're not happy with it, you have enough money put away that if you do quit, you won't go homeless, which is definitely a big stress reliever for a lot of us. Of course, nobody wants to end up in the streets. So how does this 10% work? If 10% is too hard for you, you can start with 1%. You can start with 2%, 3%, or 5%. The goal is next time you get a pay raise, half of that pay raise, let's say if you get an extra $2 raise or a dollar or whatever your pay raise may be, half of that pay raise is going to go strictly to your savings. In addition to that percentage you initially started saving, and the rest you can use to live off. Obviously, the more you earn, the more you keep in your bank account, the more you spend. But the more you save, the quicker it's going to grow. So the next raise you get again, if you get a second raise, if whether it be $1, $2, or whatever your raises may be, then you put that money in there. So the goal is to raise your savings to the point where you can work that money and it can outgrow your income. And of course, these things don't happen overnight. They do take time, but as we know, time doesn't stop for no one. The last 5 years went by like this. The next 5 years are gonna go by like pretty quickly as well. And we cannot measure time. We cannot measure time. We can definitely measure time, but we cannot stop the sun from rising. The sun's gonna rise tomorrow for all of us, and tomorrow and tomorrow. And depending on how well we prepare ourselves today, it will depend on how well we're going to be once we get a little bit older. So saving 10% of your income, putting it away and putting that money to work is a tip for this video. If you guys have any comments or any tips that can help the community save more money and build a future nest egg, I would love to hear about it. I'm always looking for things that can help us live happy, less stress, and can help us progress in life. Thank you very much. If you found any content useful here, don't forget to give a thumbs up. Have a great day.